Charlotte, North Carolina, the Fox NFL Pre-Kick is presented by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side, and the playoffs begin with this 4-5 matchup. The LA Rams, the 5 seed, come to town to take on the 4 seed Carolina Panthers. Now we welcome you inside. Welcome to the playoffs, folks. Joe Davis and Greg Olson. I don't know the last time there was a playoffs that felt this wide open. Carolina's in the playoffs for the first time since 2017, and I know they backed in with a losing record, and I know they're a 10-point underdog, but they were a 10-point underdog when they faced these Rams back in November, and they beat them. How do they do it again today?
Well, certainly not going to be an easy feat, and I think when you look at the formula of the Carolina Panthers all season long, it's been very clear. They want to shorten the game. They want to limit the possessions of their opponent, no more so important than the leading LA Rams and potential MVP quarterback in Stafford. So they want him on the sideline, and then offensively, maintain possession, utilize fourth down. You look back on that Week 13 upset, those 2 fourth down long touchdown passes by Bryce Young, they were the difference.
Well, the Rams won 12 games, but they are the 5 seed. They just did it in the best division in football. Seattle wins the division, gets the 1 seed. You mentioned Matthew Stafford, 37-year-old quarterback, having the time of his life, best year of his career. And a lot of people think the Rams might be the team to beat.
Well, they certainly check every box. You talk about Sean McVay being one of the best, if not the best, head coach slash offensive play caller in football. He's such an innovator. We're going to talk a lot about that tonight on the broadcast. And then just personnel. They've got players everywhere. And then Davante Adams, the free agent pickup of the season, leading the league in touchdown passes. He's back after missing 3 weeks. So talent and skill players are certainly not going to limit this Rams offense.
Well, moments ago, our Pam Oliver caught up with Sean McVay.
Sean, you talk about having a ton of respect for the opponent, but you're also preaching no fear. What gets you the win today?
Playing our style, playing complementary football, being able to knock out the run on early downs against, with our defense, sustaining drives, finishing with touchdowns, playing good sound in the kicking game. It's playing our brand of football.
You look into your team's eyes and you see what that is reassuring?
I see urgency, I see focus, concentration, I see a group that's ready to go.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Pam.
All right, let's go over to Christina Pink, who's covering the Carolina Panthers.
Well, hey, Pam, the Panthers packing a few reinforcements for the rematch. In that first meeting, they were down 4 defensive starters. Well, guess what? All those guys are back, including their Pro Bowl cornerback, J.C. Horn, who told me, we have to communicate in the secondary when you're facing this quarterback. Well, best defensive end, Matthew Stafford, is probably just keeping him off the field. Greg talked about those 4th downs. Well, Dave Canales telling us when you're facing a team who scores 30 points per game, it's going to make you a little more aggressive in those situations, Joe.
All right, Christina, and this is what it looked like for Dave Canales back on that November day. The Rams, when they're having won 6 consecutive games. Matthew Stafford hadn't turned the ball over in 2 months, but he was intercepted twice. Mike Jackson, the pick 6, and despite a couple touchdowns from Davante Adams, career day for Bryce Young, and a Panthers shocking win to help spark this return to the playoffs. Less than 2 months later, they meet again in the playoffs.